Awesome. Okay. Let me see who's in here. I actually had to close my Explorer and reopen in Chrome. Let's see who is in this room. Okay, are we live in here? Because we're live in the other place too. Well, I'm afraid to close it. Okay, it's all good. I am gonna shut this down. Not sure who's in here, but I'm grateful that you're here. Can you guys see me clearly? I might actually open up. Let's see something here. Let's see the room. Let's see. Let's go in there. Let's see. Let's go in there. All right. Now turn down this volume. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Can you guys hear me? I have two screens on, so I don't want them both going. Hi, Jess. Hi, Paula. Okay, so beautiful. Okay, now I can see the comments. Not sure what I clicked on, but technology, is just how it goes. Like, I don't know what to say anymore. Seriously. Every time I get in this room, something happens, but it's all good. Baby. All right. Okay, so I just ordered some new toys for my monitors and my laptop. So I'm excited for those toys to come in. Okay, let me get in here for a sec. All right, who else is here? So I see a few of you. Okay, Allison's messaging me. Let's see, where you at? So how's everyone doing? What's going on? I haven't did a YouTube live in almost 2 weeks. But yeah, just touching base at how everyone's doing. And I want to know, let me know if you downloaded the workbook. So do you have the workbook? I just, let me know. And if you do have it, have you started filling it out? I'm super curious. Who has started filling out the workbook? Let me know. Jess, have you? Paula, have you? Yeah, I'm really curious. I was actually going through the workbook again, and I was like, wow, this is like really, really dope. Like, I've been filling out that workbook, same workbook every year for the past, I believe this is my fourth year. So, I mean, that's like super amazing. Prior to, and if for those of you who do have it, you will notice like it is super clear. Like there's nothing difficult. It is probably the easiest life planning workbook that will do. Did you download it yet? That I've ever had to work with. Normally, like, you download a workbook and it's kind of like, well, okay, I want to do this and I want to do that and I'll part tomorrow and I'll do that part the next day, and you really don't get around to it. And so when I first started doing this, I'm actually going to put the workbook link in the comment section below, just in case there are others who want to get it. I've updated it. My designer, Danny, she, got it looking all pretty and obviously matches my brand. And I love it. But I went to the printing shop right here, 2 blocks down from my house today. and they were closed. They are open, but I guess they have set hours. So I was like, oh, because I wanted to have the hard copy, the new hard copy in my hand so I could, kind of go through it with you guys. But it's all good. But anyway, when I first created this workbook, I did it for myself. I'm like, okay, what can I put together that will be super easy, super to the point, and very on point with the things that I wanted to create for my life, for myself, uh, things I wanted to experience with my kids, places I wanted to travel to, courses I wanted to study, books I wanted to read, habits I wanted to break or reinforce, like just those things that we absolutely need to get clear with in order to really create a life that we love. And what I've noticed about, um, goals, setting goals, is if we're not clear on what it is we want to do, if we're not clear on what those goals are, we're not going to get them done. I tend to say that procrastination is a straight up lie. It's a lie. Procrastination is nothing more than a lack of clarity. That's it. You're out of integrity. It's not it's a lack of integrity actually. It's not that you're procrastinating and you're not clear, or you gave your word to something and you're not keeping your word. So maybe you are clear on the kind of business you want to start. What exercise program you want to get into. Maybe you are clear on how much debt you're owing, but you're procrastinating. Well, then it's a lack of clarity because you're saying, okay, I'm going to pay this off, and then you're not paying it. So it's either you're out of integrity or you're just not clear with what it is you really, really want. But when you're writing things out, when you're asked these questions, when you're sitting with either a workbook or a coach, and it's asking you, what classes or what courses do you want to take this year? Simple. Well, I want to upgrade my, coaching certificate. I want to learn some graphic design, like whatever it is you've been thinking about, you write it out on paper. What are some of the experiences you want, memories you want to build with your kids? Well, these are things that you're already thinking about. You've already thought of them. So write it out on paper. What are the books you want to read? Well, maybe you got 2 or 3 books laying around and they've been laying around for a few months and you read maybe a paragraph here or there, but write it out. Write out the books you want to read. Which one is first? Which one is second? So be clear. And when you start writing these things out, it is so powerful. So, so powerful. Hi, Liberty. Awesome. Hi, Nicolette. Hi, beautiful. Right? So we all have different opinions about goals and goal setting. We all do. All right. And some people love setting goals and they do this because they swear by them. I do. I set goals and I set deadlines and I do swear by them. I don't even know what my life would look like or be without them. And I write out my goals, and I've been doing this for so many years, before I started a business. And then you have other people who don't like setting goals. They hate them. And the only truth is that nothing works the way it should unless you do the work. And the same is often true about anything. Like I said, nothing works unless you do the work. And the same is true about goals and their ultimate purpose, right? So when you set a goal, what is the ultimate purpose, really, right? So this is the thing about goals, okay? When you go about your goals with clarity, like you know what it is you want to do, you know what it is you want to launch, you know what it is, who you want to be, and how, what you need to do to get there. It's much deeper and more important for you to accomplish them. When you go about your goals with clarity, like you are sure, you got it on paper, it's in front of you, this is what I want to do, it is much deeper and becomes much more important for you to accomplish them. It's about making sense out of your purpose and defining your ability to deliver value. And it's super deep. It's so deep. And I now know 100% that setting goals provide clarity. They provide clarity. When you don't have any set goals, there's no clarity in your life. And so you're wishy-washy, lukewarm, as the Bible would call it. One foot in, one foot out. I want to do this, but I'm not sure. Well, I want to do that, but I don't have the money. And then I don't know how I'm going to get the money. Well, if you don't have the money, create a goal and a plan on how to get the money. Legally, of course. Right? So we all know that when we have a clear vision or desire, taking the proper action is much, much, much easier. It becomes much easier. When you put the pen to paper, I want you to think about this. When you begin writing, when you start writing and you put the pen to paper, only the truth comes out. Only the truth comes out. And if you haven't done this, I invite you to do it. Whatever is written becomes real. Writing these goals down, writing your goals down, it helps you define who you really are. Who you really are. And really simply put, goals are tools that help us navigate foggy situations, right? Foggy situations. It's like they help us to navigate those situations. We often hear, or maybe we say this ourselves, oh, I procrastinate a lot, and I keep procrastinating. And most of the clients that I work with in our discovery calls, or even in their questionnaire, when I ask, what is your biggest struggle, I can tell you 8 times out of 10, the word procrastination or procrastinating is on that list. One of the first 3 things. But it's a lie. Just like multitasking is a lie, right? It's nothing more than a lack of clarity and integrity. Like I said, we gave our word to something and you probably weren't sure of it. And so you didn't deliver. It's not procrastination. It's a lack of clarity. It's a lack of integrity. And when we're not clear on something, we become uncertain, frustrated, right? Paul is saying yes, and time blocking has become time blocking is just, that is like, I don't even know what life would be like without it. And for those of you who have not watched the time blocking video, I invite you to watch that video. Time blocking is life-changing. It is life-changing, right? So, I want you to think about just even yourself. You've probably said you were going to do something, and, one day you were committed to something and to that thing, and the next day you weren't thinking about it at all, right? So in order to create goals, we must first define them. Leaders need to set and act on their goals. That's what leaders do, right? We do that. We set goals and we act on them. So if you haven't set these goals, if you haven't written them out, then you're really just kind of just living day to day. You might have something, you're great at your job at your 9 to 5, but that's because you're getting paid. And if you don't show up and you don't work, then you don't get paid. But it's that same work ethic. It's that same determination. It's that same consistency that you can apply to anything in your life, whether you are getting paid or not. Right? One of my favorite quotes by Brian Tracy is, the habit of acting every day on one or more of your major goals is life transforming. Life transforming. I mean, that's powerful. You know, when you're faced with temptation to do something else, to tackle something else, to hang out, not right now, obviously with the lockdown, go out with a friend, take on a different task, you know, different from what you said you were going to do in that moment, right? Clear goals, defined goals help you to make the right choices and to stay focused on those goals. So if you said you were going to do something, but it's not clear, it's not defined, it's not written out, chances are you may pick something over that thing that you said you were going to do, the thing you gave your word to, right? And this isn't to say don't have fun. This isn't to say, you know, don't be social. Like I said, not speaking for right now, you know, stay home and don't do anything and don't have a life. And no, but make sure your number one thing is to have clear, defined goals for your life and your business. You know, for the things that you want to create for yourself, and have these things written out on paper, and make sure you get clear with how much time a day, this is where time blocking comes in, you will spend working on those goals. Vision them, plan them, and then execute them, right? So if it's to get fit, right? If it's to lose weight, if it's to gain weight, okay, what days will you exercise? What days will you exercise from your home right now? I just purchased Matthew's 30-day challenge. 5 days a week, we're going to be working out 5 days a week. I was doing his workouts every other day. Most of them I did. And I thought to myself, 5 days a week of Matthew? I don't know if you guys have done Matthew's work. I think Jess, no, not Jess. No, I don't know. I think some of you have done his classes. He is a kick ass. Like, he is no joke. So, but I said, you know what, Liz? If you're going to do this every day, if you're going to pay this money, it was like $100, which was amazing. You're going to show up. And I wrote it down. I took out my calendar. I'm using a new CRM system, and I blocked it in there from 11 to 12. Well, 11 to 12, but then I blocked it from 11 to 12:30, for my rest time, maybe make a smoothie after or something. But I'm telling you, write it out. Pick out those days you're going to work out, right? If it's, maybe you want to launch a blog. Okay, what days of the week will you write content? And then which days will you post your content, right? Or is it to do more Facebook Lives, to be more consistent and visible on social media? Write out that plan. When you know where to go, taking the first step is less hard. Taking the 10th step is easier. And every step along the journey is a part of the process. So I'm inviting you to take action every single day. Do this, and I promise everything about your life will improve. Everything about, especially right now during this COVID-19 self-quarantine lockdown, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Because when you do this, when you take action every day, your purpose is made clear, and your confidence becomes, it increases, like it's next level, right? Your confidence increases because you're producing. Producing is what increases our confidence, our self-esteem. It's producing, it's learning, it's growing, taking action. Those are the things that make us feel more confident within ourselves and feel more worthy. And right, so you don't just wake up and feel confident. You don't just wake up and feel worthy. You don't just wake up and start loving yourself. It doesn't work like that. It takes action. And I know this. I've had to put in so much work. I'm talking years and years, and I'm still on that journey. I will forever be on that journey, the healing journey, loving myself more and more every day, producing more and more every day, getting more clear every day with what I desire, who I want, what I want to be, who I'm being in the world. Every day I'm getting more clear with that because I'm planning, I'm visioning, I'm executing, I'm producing. And celebrate me, because believe me, for 25 plus years of my life, I couldn't see. I was blind. I was blind. I was swallowed and just drowning in my pain and shame and regret and you name it. And so it took a long, long, long time to get here and a lot of work. But it's the kind of work that feels amazing. It feels amazing. When you're taking care of your body, it feels amazing. Right? So take action every single day, every day. And in order to get clear with what it is you want, you're going to have to write this out. You're going to have to fill out the workbook. They're the most simplest questions that will get you so clear with what you want. And the best feeling is looking back on that workbook and checking off everything you accomplished. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell you how amazing that is. It's the best feeling. You can't even describe it. I've spent the last few months taking a closer look at who it is I really desire to be. The end goal, and what I need to do to get there. And right now, with everything happening, I'm really just, I know where I want to be in 3 years, and I know what I want to accomplish and what I want to produce and who I want to serve and how I want to serve. But, when you work with 1 year at a time, it's so easy to, once you have all that stuff written out, it's easy to take action every day to get there, right? It's easier because it's written out. You got clear with it. It's not like I asked you to get clear with what you want to do in 10 years, right? Yes, it's great to have a 10-year plan and a 5-year. I don't have a 10-year. I have a 5, I have a 3, a 1, and then I break it down month by month, right? And this vision plan execute workbook is something I fill out once a year at the beginning of the year, every year. And the copy that you received it's not even my updated COVID copy, because I changed so much that's in it, because times are changing. We're going into a new world, and this whole lockdown thing, it changed a lot of things for me, quite a bit. For instance, I was not opening or starting the membership club for new and aspiring entrepreneurs until the end of November of this year. I wasn't planning on launching that. But because I knew I'd have the time to plan this out properly, I decided, with everything going on, and I know how necessary it is right now, I decided to launch it at the end of the month. So I wrote out an entire plan almost 2 months ago, and I've pretty much executed everything on that list. Everything from, hiring a designer, a VA, a marketing person, you name it. I've executed. But if I didn't have that detailed plan, I wouldn't be able to do it. Right? And so I want to say, since we are speaking about the workbook, if you do not get clear on who you want to be and what you need to do to be that person, don't start a business. Don't start a business. Now, I'm not saying If your life isn't organized, you can't start planning the business or launch. I know. I'm saying get your life in order. Start taking action. Take action to get your life in order. I've had to do all this work. If you've got toxic people in your life, cut off those ties. If you have debt, start paying it off. Make monthly payments, an arrangement. I've been there. If you've got hatred in your heart, pray it out. Every day, pray it out. If you're not taking care of your health, start today. Start doing one thing differently today. Maybe cut out sugar, cut out carbs, limit your carbs. If your home is unorganized, start organizing it, room by room, closet by closet. If you've got more than 30 unopened emails, go through them, clean them up, delete them, unsubscribe to all the freebies and different people and different things. Unsubscribe. Just spend an hour doing that. If you got a messy relationship with your kids, be the parent, the grown-up, and fix it. Fix it. You have the power and the tools within you to do that. If you're at war with your co-parent, be the first to say, I am sorry. Even if you did nothing wrong, say sorry for your part in entertaining it and allowing whatever happened to mess with you as a happy, whole, and healthy parent. And I can go on and on and on and talking about getting our life in order. You don't have to have it all cleaned up in order to start your business, to write your book, to blog, to serve. No, but I promise you, once you start to take action, your vision will clear up. Your spiritual eyes will begin to open. Your heart will begin to open. Your soul will be set free. Free to be all that you were created and vision yourself to be. I'm inviting you to get clear. I'm inviting you to organize your life. I'm inviting you to write these things out, the goals, what you want to do, who you want to be, the money you want to save, the debt that you're owing. I know those calls are uncomfortable. Listen, I know they are uncomfortable. And all it takes is to answer that call and say, you know what? You're right. I do owe you that money. How much can I start paying as of tomorrow? Can I make a $30 monthly payment every month for the next 2 years, the next 3 years? All it takes is that, okay, let me do this. And it feels like 50 pounds is lifted off your back. It's the most incredible feeling. Set yourself free. Set yourself free so that you can be all that God wants to give you, all that you were created and intended to be. It is your legacy. It is your destiny to be free. That is your birthright to be free. God does not want us to be in bondage, to live in bondage. He has given us the keys to his kingdom and wants us to live rich, healthy lives. And we have the power and the tools to do this, to create this. We have everything you need is inside of you. Everything is inside of you. Life is not what's happening around you. It's not the debt that you owe. It's not the ex that you're mad at. It's not the your wife or woman that walked away on you or walked out on you. It's not your father that abused you. It's not the mother that abandoned you. It's not the job that you lost. those are things. Those are just things that God is using. It's like it's like a cart. You're traveling in this car and you're on this journey, and that's just a stop. It's not a permanent place. It's not your destination. It's just a bump in the road. While you're going to where God has you going, your destiny is just a bump in the road. Take care of it. Deal with it. Deal with it. Pay the debt. Let him go. Forgive her. Say sorry. Start the business. Write the book. Start the exercise program. Drink the water. Take your vitamins. Eliminate toxic things and people out of your life. If you smoke, cut it out. If you're a heavy drinker, cut it out. Listen, the social drink, the odd drink here, I enjoy a glass of wine, right? But if you are a heavy drinker and you're drinking consistently, that's toxic for you. Right? So these are things that we have the power to eliminate and cut out. We have the power to cut this out. And I'm inviting you to get clear, especially during this time right now, right? Where we get to sit back and be easy with ourselves. We get to be nice to ourselves. We get to pamper ourselves right now. Longer baths, home remedies, facial masks, and taking care of our hair, and meal prepping and making healthy meals and not rushing and taking those vitamins and sleeping in. I've been sleeping in, right? So use this time to get super clear with what you want to create and what you want to do and who you want to be. And so I want you to go through this workbook page by page and let yourself dream. Don't think too hard. Everything you want it's already there. You've already been thinking about it. For some of us, they've been sitting in there for years. Let them out. Put them on paper. Look at them. Feel them. Believe them. Believe that this is your life to live. Believe that everything you have ever wanted is yours. As long as it aligns with God's purpose for your life, his will, and if it's there, and if it's not something that's gonna harm you, if you're praying to be in this relationship that God doesn't want you in, and that's not who he has for you, then you gotta let that go and just pray for God's will to be done in your life. Right? I know what that's like. I know what it's like to want something to work, a relationship to work so bad, because this is maybe a beautiful person and you've got this beautiful relationship. But if it's not what God has for you, you have to open your heart up for that and just say, God, let your will be done, and stop fighting things. Stop trying to make something be if clearly it's not supposed to be. Some of us are praying for the wrong things, and then we're giving the devil credit when it's not coming to pass. And we're giving the devil a little too much credit. Let's just keep it real here. Right? So get clear. Answer some of the questions in this workbook. I'm actually going to open the workbook up right now. I want to talk about one of the two things I really wanted to talk about was your life purpose. There's the two top questions. The first one is my life purpose, and the second was my outer mission. Those are two separate things. What is your mission? What is your mission in life? What are you up to? What do you want to be up to in life? What is calling at you? What do you want to do so bad? Is it working with foster children? Is it working in prisons? Is it, rehabilitating wild animals? Is it working with divorced women, coaching divorced women? Like Paula, right? Paula has just launched a blog life after dealing, coaching and working with women who have experienced divorce, who are going through a divorce or a separation. What is your life purpose? Right? So if you have the workbook open, you'll see that I wrote for my life purpose, the purpose of my life, right? So what is your life purpose? Okay? And when you're filling this out, right? When you're filling this out, you're going to write it just like how I wrote it. And it's why I included my answers to kind of give you an idea on how to write your answer, right? Because if I didn't do that part and just gave you an empty template with those questions, it'd be like, So I answered, and I included my answers to kind of trigger, some things inside of you, right? Let's see what some of you are saying. I can't wait. Being 100% honest with ourselves is the first step. Yes, Alejandra. Thanks for doing that. You're welcome, Liberty. Right? So, when you think of your purpose, my life purpose, the purpose of my life is to live and authentically experience it as freely and fully as possible. I know that's my life purpose. Okay? My desire is to consistently learn. So what are your desires? Mine is to learn, to grow, and to serve. And I do this every day. Every single day. I am learning. I am growing. I am not the person I was yesterday. I'm a little bit smarter. Why? Because I'm constantly reading. I read every day. So I learned something new yesterday. I learned a few new things yesterday. I was a part of 2 webinars and got, oh my God, they were phenomenal. Right? So I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm growing. And I'm serving. I'm serving right now in this live. This is just one of the ways I serve today. So every single day, this is my purpose every single day. As I'm healing my body, as I'm taking care of my body, I am also growing. And I'm becoming all that I was born to be. Right? My life purpose is also to grow spiritually, to love deeply, to give immensely, and to serve others to the best of my abilities. It's to use the gifts that God has bestowed upon me to contribute to the healing of the world. Ooh, there's a spelling error there. I just saw that. To the healing of the world, and to make a positive impact on the lives of women and youth across the globe. That is my life purpose. Now, I invite you to even play with those words. If this speaks to you, use the same words. Add your touch in there, your language, change it up, do whatever you want with it. But that is my life purpose. And because I am clear with that, and I know this, I take action towards that every single day. With my children, with my clients, on social media. Look, your life purpose isn't something you leave at home when you go out. Your life purpose isn't something, you say for work, the office, your business, but when you're on social media, you're a totally different purpose. If you think of what I just read to you, that is exactly what I do even on social media. I use that platform to do all of the above. Even when I'm dancing and being silly and living, I am living out loud. I am free. I am sharing myself with the world. That is my life purpose. At all times, that is my life purpose. So I'm inviting you to get clear with your life purpose and write that out. Write it out and read it every single day until it feels real. And then your outer mission. What is your mission? That's my purpose. That's my calling. That is what I'm called to. That is my purpose here on earth. Now, what is my mission? What am I out to do? What is my mission? What is your mission? And I wrote to inspire millions of people, raise their level of awareness by helping them remember and recognize their inner beauty and true self-worth. And everything I do this. I help them understand how to realize their self-doubts. I'm doing that right now in this live, limiting beliefs, fears, anxieties, or the lack of confidence or certainty that is holding them back from achieving their life purpose, vision, and goals. That is my outer mission. That's my mission. That's what I'm up to every day with my clients, with the girls, with the youth that I speak to. That is my mission. That's what I'm doing at all times. Okay? I do this with my kids. I do this with my friends. That's my mission. That is my outer mission. Your inner mission. That's inside, inner mission, right? To utilize my God-given gifts and abilities to become all that I can become while authentically living my highest values. Okay, that's my inner mission, to live by my values with passion, integrity, purpose, and love. To unwaveringly know that I am using my life story in service of my community and to serve the world. That's my inner mission. My life story, that story inside of me is exactly what I have built my business on, my platform, my foundation. It's my life story. When you write this out, when you write these things out, these statements, and you read them, it is so powerful. It is so empowering. It equips you with, it's like it creates this momentum in your life to just really go about life, making this real. Making it real. Because you already know what that inner mission is, what your life calling is. You have an idea of what it is. Because we all know what we love. We all know what we're good at and what we love and what interests us. Right? So study that. Study that. And really get clear with what is it that you want to give the world? Do you want to, it could be just, it doesn't have to be about making money. You can, maybe you just want to go and feed the homeless and volunteer, with Catholic Children's Aid and make yourself available to work with foster kids. Maybe it's ministry, right? So I'm inviting you to get clear with that. And the last thing I want to say is, please get super clear with your values. I promise you, one of the main reasons why a lot of relationships don't work out is because two people come together and don't even know each other's values. And if I have certain values and you don't value those values, chances are we're not going to work out. We're not going to last. If I value communication and you don't, and you can't meet me halfway or work on it, how is that going to work? One of the first things I do now, going into any partnership, the first conversation I have is, what are your values? What are your values? Here are mine. Let's talk about this. You can't, some of us, we're in these relationships and months down the line, they don't work out because we had completely different values. I value health and you don't. Well, it's going to cause some problems in the relationship, right? So get super clear with your values. And I wrote mine down. I've got 6 of them: spirituality, health and wellness, empowerment, fun, laughter, community, and passion. And I apply these values to everything I do, to my friendships, my family, my business, my life, everything I do. These values come with me, my relationships, right? Alejandra is saying this is key. Values are what we fall on and what fills us. Yeah. You have to, if you don't know your values, you're just going to kind of be all over the place. You don't know who you are, what you want, you don't know what you want to attract. You don't know getting in, when you know your values, it's actually pretty easy to recognize other people's values when you're super clear with yours. Because I am super clear with, how much I value fun and laughter, I can't be around anyone who doesn't love fun and laughter. I can't. It just doesn't work. It doesn't. You're too serious for me. You don't laugh, lighten up, like you're too stiff. I won't even enjoy being around you, and I definitely won't enjoy doing business with you. And 100%, I would not be in a relationship with you. My ex-husband, who I love dearly, my amazing co-parent, he didn't value fun and laughter. He was always serious, and that really started to affect our marriage. It really did. It became very lonely, and it wasn't a happy world for me. Right? So get clear with your values so that you can go into every relationship and every situation really knowing what you like and what you don't like, what you want and what you don't want. Your values are the foundation of your life and your business, of your parenting. When I think of my values, I apply all these values to my parenting. There's only a certain amount of junk food that Captain can eat. If he grabs 3 cookies, I'm like, Captain, and I start explaining why he doesn't. I don't tell him, don't. I break it down. Babe, this is how much sugar is in those 3 cookies. How about, or if he says, Mom, can I have, some chips? I don't buy a lot of junk food, only a little. I'll say, well, Captain, how about an orange or an apple? And then I'll give you a little bit of chips. So I apply spirituality to my parenting. God is at the center of my home. My kids know that, right? Health and wellness to my parenting. Empowerment. We are constantly empowering each other. Every day I empower my children, every single day, and they empower me. Right? My sons tell me I'm beautiful. They tell me how great I am. Fun and laughter is an everyday sound in my home. All day, all afternoon, all evening. That's what we do. So I value that in my home, in my parenting, through my parenting, and community and passion. So your values aren't something you just apply to your business and not your life. It works, it's overall. Get clear with your values overall so that you can, start going about life, making them a reality. Everything you say yes to is based off of your values. Everything you say no to is based off of your values. Right? So those sections right there, that's the first 4 pages, the first 3 pages, I want you to get super clear with. Take your time. Do not rush through this workbook. Don't do that. Do a page every day. The life purpose, inner mission, outer mission, those are things you got to really, let yourself be still and think about your answer. And it's going to feel so amazing to write it out. So amazing. Alejandra says, and those values help us to know what it takes to fill our cups and when we are feeling drained. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, you're so right. Liberty says, amen. And for those of you who don't have am I going through the book on lives. Which book? For those of you who don't have the workbook, you can click that link, enter your email, and you'll get the workbook. Which workbook, Mama? I can't upload the workbook on here, unfortunately, which sucks. I was trying to figure out how to do this on YouTube to see if I could share a screen. I am going through the workbook. What are you talking about, Liberty? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, so if you're talking about sharing a screen, you can't do that on YouTube. But I do want to say that for those of you who are interested in joining the membership suite, I posted a couple things about it. There's a part 2 to the workbook, and it is the it's the actual planning of your goals. So, you know, if you write down, I want to read this book, I don't know, How to Be a Boss. I'm just looking at my books right here. How to Be a Boss. Okay, well, when do you want to have that written by? How many chapters will you read a day? For how long, right? So it's actually planning out your goals. So it's one thing to have your goals written out, the courses you want to take, habits you want to break, things you want to do with your kids. It's one thing to write that out. It's another to create a plan of execution. And that is what we're going to be doing in the first month of the Suite Membership Club. Now, I am launching a founders membership. It's for everyone who's going to be joining before the official launch at the end of the month, for where you'll be paying $22 as a member. $22 to be a member in the membership club. And I don't know if you guys have seen anything or read anything. I haven't posted too much about it yet. But the membership club is basically for new and aspiring entrepreneurs who are ready to up level in their life and in their business. You're going to get everything from, it is group coaching, but it's in a membership club. So it's like a next level to group coaching. Everything from accountability and encouragement from the rest of the community, the other ladies, monthly master classes, basically trainings and sessions by myself on anything you can think of in terms of starting a business, in terms of building a brand. There's going to be live training sessions from other speakers and experts. There's going to be a book club, templates, workbooks, checklists, guest speakers, like I said, facilitators. There's going to be live trainings from industry experts and coaches. It's going to be amazing. Like, I'm so excited. I've been working so hard on this. So, and basically there'll be every beginning of the month, there will be it's called the Suite Planning Workbook. And we're going to go through this on a live. So you're going to set goals for every month. You set goals, and then we work together on accomplishing these goals. So the beginning of each month, we are going to work through our goals for the month. And that's every month. Okay, that's a specific masterclass. There's going to be masterclasses on branding, masterclasses on how to build your email list, on marketing, on even for speakers, new speakers and aspiring coaches, on how to build a Facebook group, on how to take your gift and turn it into a business. Like, I'm literally taking 3 years of coaching, everything I've done, everything I've learned, all my certificates, all my training, and I've invested so much in my personal growth. Personal and professional growth. And I'm taking that now and I'm putting it all into a membership club. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm so excited about this. For those of you who want to join, like I said, Liberty, you're already in there. Like I said, $22 a month, like $22 a month. I'm sorry, Bellas and fellas, but that is like, just so you know, my knowledge and my wisdom and my teachings is worth a lot more than $22 a month. But I know what it is like to be a new or aspiring entrepreneur. I know what it is like to not have the tools and the resources and the community to make things happen. I know what it is like to be super confused and not know where to start, not know what to do next, not know how to build an email list. All the mistakes that I made in the beginning of my business, I'm going to make sure none of you guys, none of you Bellas, it's only for the women, make these mistakes in the membership club. I'm going to make sure that the first thing you do is build an email list. We're going to be talking about social media. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about lives. We're going to talk about pitching, whether you're pitching your speaking or your business. It's just going to be amazing. Like I said, I'm taking all of what I've learned, all of what I've coached, and I'm putting it into one membership suite, one membership club. And I'm super excited. It's called the Suite, SUITE, the Sweet Spot, because it's the suite. And as you know, when you rent a suite versus renting a room, you get special services. You get elite services. So that is why I called it the Sweet Spot. So for those of you who are interested in joining that, we launched the end of the month. Like I said, the founders members fee is $22. And then of course it'll go up by $10. And that price is locked in for you. You will pay that price for the rest of the year, for the following year. It doesn't change. It stays at $22 for you. 22 freaking dollars. Even if you just want to try it out for a month, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Seriously, $22. So for those of you who are interested, send me an email at coaching. I'll write it right here, actually. coaching@elizabethcorreia.com. We'll get on a discovery session, a discovery call. You know what? It might not be for you. Like I said, you have to be ready to be in there. If you're not, and I'll discover that, I can discover that through a call, whether it's the right fit for you or not. It may not be the right fit for you, and I will let you know. I have turned potential clients away many, many, many times. Some people are looking for just a life coach, a life counselor. I'm not a life counselor, right? Life counseling and being a personal professional development coach is very different. The two are very, very different. And I often get emails and messages about life coaching, about life counseling, and I don't do life counseling. So it may not be the right fit for you. Alejandra, the membership is found on your website. So my new website launches next week. I can send you that link. It's not public yet, but yes, all the information is there. Alejandra, I can also send you the brochure. I've got my brochures. I've got all of that I can send you, and get on a call, of course, as well. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like I'm confused between the purpose and external missions. If you keep reading my answers, you'll see the difference. Your purpose is what you're called to do. It's your purpose. That's your purpose. It's why you exist. It's why you exist. Your mission is your mission. What are you going to do? What's your mission in life? It's like, what are you going to do? What's your mission, right? They're very different. If you read the two, you'll see there's a difference between the two. Just read it, keep reading it, and allow it to sink in, and trust me, you'll see the difference. Okay? So yes, you will cover business plans. We cover everything in the membership, Alejandra, everything. Right? So how to get clear with what business you want, your pricing, your fees, your launch, all of the above. And the first month is getting super clear with mindset, goals, vision. That's the first month. Okay, the first month. And then there's a business building masterclass, right? And I advise anyone who joins, whether you join this month, next month, the month after, to do that first. It's called an intro pack, right? So yeah, we gotta shift our mind, right? You have to get your mind in a certain place to get ready for business. Your mind, and I kind of covered a bit of that today in terms of getting things in order and organized, getting ready for takeoff. I went to a client's house. It was a few months ago who she wanted, our first one-to-one session was in person, and I went to meet her at her home, and I walked in the home and I couldn't even have the session. I was like, we can't do the session. We can't do the session. We're going to create a plan on how you're going to get your house in order. You can't do business in this house. I couldn't even focus properly in the mess, and it was like slight hoarder kind of. So there's, you have to get your life in order, your mindset right, in order to prepare for launch, prepare for business, in order to get into that business mindset, right? So it's amazing. So yes, Alejandra, you can book a discovery session. For those of you who want to book a discovery session, I'm going to add a little link here, and you can do that. If you have any questions, if you want more information, you want me to send you some stuff, I got it all. Gots it all, baby. So we are launching. The official launch is May 28th. Super duper stoked about that. If you want to book a call, just click that link below and set something up, okay? And we will chat and just bring all your questions, and we will chat. Can you send me the link to sign up? Yes, Mama, I will send it. Oh, Jess, I will send it to you. Okay, I'll text it to you, or you want me to send it now? I'll text it to you. Cool? I'll send it to you. All right, so that is it. I'm so grateful. I said I was going to come off here in an hour, and it's an hour. I am so grateful that you guys joined me today. Super, super honored. Like, you have no idea. You could have been doing a million other things, like, going from your kitchen to the bedroom, from the bedroom to the bathroom, from the bathroom back to the kitchen, from the kitchen to the bedroom, from the bedroom back to the living room, right? Because let me tell you, I feel like I have more to do now on this lockdown than prior to this lockdown. But I trust that you are all staying safe. Take your vitamins, exercise, get outside. The days are starting to warm up a bit. Hopefully, the cold will just leave us for good for a few months. But take care of yourselves, take care of your family, take care of your health, and write those things out. Write out those goals. All right. Alejandra said, I feel empowered and motivated. Oh, you're welcome, Bella. Thank you, Mama. I'm honored. I am so honored. Thank you. Okay, so register if you haven't for the workbook. Get your copy. If you want to book a discovery session, book that with me. Let's chat. Let's get on a call. Jess, I'm going to send you that link. Liberty, I love you, girl. Love you too. I'm so excited for everything that God has for you, girl. I really, really am. I can see it all, and I'm excited. I can see where God is taking you, and I'm just so excited for you, Paula. Who else is in here? Paula, why don't you go and add your blog below in this link below? Share your blog with us. Share the link with us. Nicolette, are you still here? Thanks, Bella. I can't see exactly who's on here. Allison, hi, Mama. I didn't know you were here. Hey, sweet Bella. My Allie. Yeah, Paula. Where's Paula? Where's the link? Where's the link? I slipped in the back door. I like that. All right, Bellas. I love you. I appreciate you. Please start filling out the workbook. Print it out. It feels better when you print it out if you're anything like me, or you can type right in there. You can actually just, type right into the document. But if you have any questions, reach out. Don't be shy. Thanks, Ali. Thanks, Mama. And that is it. So don't forget, the Sweet membership, the Sweet Spot membership club will be launching May 28th. I am doing the soft launch. There's a soft launch happening on the 20th. And there's a members founders fee right now for $22. Can't miss out. All right. Don't miss out. Like I said, try for a month and you'll see. You'll get hooked. You'll love us in there. You'll want to be in there all the time. And I promise you, you will grow. You will learn. You will grow. And you will step up and you will step out and you will crush it. I promise. Yes, Paula's here. I don't know if Paula's here anymore. I think she left. I'm not sure. Nicolette, yes, I'm still here. I love you too. Thank you. Thanks, Bella. All right. Okay. All right, ladies. Love you. Stay safe. Ciao.